better days and better nights as we stand and unite. We're one and the same. Why is it so hard not to point and to blame? Better sheet, get our houses in order and we'll see the peace. There are steps that we must take if we want to see.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us.
The sake of us, the sake of us.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. No more failing, telling me and beneath. What a beautiful moment, and a sight I can't wait to see. Even if I miss it, at least I wasn't part of the mission. Changing lives of men, women, and children. All glory goes to He that causes us all to be. And if they're thinking we can, we show them that just as long as we stand. A monument, we the people can't be broken as long as we stay focused. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. For the sake of us. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. I see my people rising, yeah.
Shalom, shalom lekulam, peace to everyone, shalom lekulam. אני מתפלל שהכל בסדר, אתכם היום. I pray all is well with you all today. It's going to be a brief conversation today. Real brief. It should be. And right now we have a lot of people that are in what we call Sukkot. For those that's listening that may not know the Hebrew version of Feast of Tabernacles. So we have people that's in Sukkot. We have people also that's observing Yom, as you all may say, Yom Kippur, as the scripture says, Yom HaKippurim. And, I just wanted to go ahead and come live and kind of just speak on it a little bit. Today is not House of Balance Ministries, Yom HaKippurim, or Chag HaSukkot. But, I just wanted to bring out a message of encouragement, provoking thought for us, those of us that's keeping these things, or even those of us that's reading about these things and wanting to get more information on it. So we understand that the Moedim is bringing out or putting us in a state to remember, right? To continue to practice these things, but remember it also due to where you came from, right? So Yom Kippurim, every year, many of us within the communities scattered abroad or across the U.S. of A., we come into this day, Yom Kippur, and we do the same things that we do every year. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing and keeping this every year, but it's our mindset, right? Is it just a repetitive thing? Us kind of looking back over the year of what we done. Is it any progress? Is it any Are we being intentional? And because a lot of times we're doing the same thing that we did the year before. The things that we're trying to remove or hope that the Most High forgives us or people forgive us, we end up doing those same things that we're asking forgiveness for the year after, because we're not shifting our thought process. We're not shifting the way that we view the scriptures. We're not shifting the way that we view one another, and we're not working towards progress and faithfulness. Right? Many of us were working towards it, but we're not consistent doing it. So I just want to bring the famous scripture that everyone goes to, that we all go to, and that is Yeshayahu 58. I'm going to bring it up so you all can see it. Whoever is watching back right now, please make sure you share it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't yet to do so. But this is just going to be really quick. This is not going to be long. I'm not going into some long, drawn out lesson, but it's just to provoke thought. Okay, let me make sure you all can see this. All right. So when we're looking at the scripture, right, we see constantly that after the Most High has established his instructions, his ways, his views, all of these different things, after the Most High has done this, I was on the wrong one. Let me take this down. After the Most High has done this, he begins to see, even though we know he understood, but he begins to see how we continue to move. We're not really moving within the instruction. We're just trying to get by. And as we tend to continue to teach throughout our lessons or our services, we try to bring out that the serving of in sincerity and in faithfulness, how important it is. And once you do something consistently, you begin to understand what its purpose is for. All right. So let's go to it. Let's read through it really quickly. And it says, cry loudly, or some people might say cry aloud. Do not hold back. Raise your voice like a trumpet. So some of us, we just had Yom. Some of you had Yom Teruah, right? Blowing of the trumpets. Some translations say, right? Or blasting, shouting, whatever it may be. But it's saying raise your voice like a trumpet. So we read this and we just go with this particular scripture and we hang on it. Nothing wrong with it from a standpoint of what it's telling us to do to our people. But it's a caveat with that. It's an extra piece to the puzzle that we're not addressing. But watch this. Cry aloud, do not hold back or spare not, right? Raise your voice like a trumpet and declare to my people their wrongdoing. We see these wrongdoings, but we're not seeing the wrongdoings within ourselves. And we're going to see this through this reading. Declare to my people their wrongdoing and to the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me day by day and delight to know my ways. As a nation that has done righteousness and has not forsaken the ordinance of their Elohim. They ask me for just decisions. They delight in the nearness of Elohim. Why have we fasted and you not see? Why have we humbled ourselves and you do not notice? So a lot of times we have the idea of us humbling ourselves, right? Right now we're humbling ourselves. Some of you are doing Yom HaKippurim right now or have done it a few days ago. And we're believing that we're humbling ourselves. But the issue is that we come to this same conclusion every year. We come to the same conclusion every year. We're asking people to forgive us. So if we have wronged you in any way, contact us. I'm not knocking anyone that says that, but I want to paint a picture real quick. We're doing that every year. And we're wanting the Most High to forgive us for what we have done every year. And there's nothing wrong with that. We understand that the Most High wants us to humble ourselves, but he wants us to do something else. 2 Chronicles 7:14. Some of you know that, right? But let's stay in Isaiah 58. We're continuing to go back. Again, this is not House of Balance Ministries, Yom HaKippurim, or some of you may say Yom Kippur. It's just that I wanted to come out and just bring something out and provoke thought and change, right? So, shalom for those of you that's coming in right now. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to continue, and I'm not going to go back anymore after this, but I want to say this just in case you're just seeing this, all right? So we go to this scripture all the time, cry aloud and spare not. We go to it, right? It says, raise your voice like a trumpet. Yom Teruah just passed as well, right? Blasting, shouting, right? Raise your voice like a trumpet and declare to my people their wrongdoing. But we're doing something every year, and we're asking for forgiveness every year in the same things that we're doing every year. We're not improving in it. We're starting to do this as a tradition. It's just a tradition to a lot of us. To many of you, in your mind, you don't believe it's a tradition, and it may not be for some of you, but for most of us, it is, because we're not correcting that problem that we are falling into every year, right? So it says, declare to my people their wrongdoing, and to the house of Jacob their sins, yet they seek, quotations, right? Yet they seek me day by day and delight to know my ways. Right? Remember, this is all sounding familiar. This is when all the prophets come and they continue to say, hey, you know, you honor me with your lips. You singing these songs. I don't care about those. Right? But right now we see in Isaiah 58 a passage that most of us go to for Yom HaKippurim. Most of us go to. Most teachers teach from this. I'm not going to say all, but most. It says, yet they seek me day by day and delight to know my ways. As a nation that has done righteousness and has not forsaken the ordinance of their Elohim, they ask me for just decisions. They delight in my nearness of Elohim. Watch this. They say, why have we fasted and you do not see? Why have we humbled ourselves and you do not notice? This is what we're thinking. This is what most of us, or some of us, are thinking. We're not adapting according to how the Most High wants us to be. A lot of you read this this chapter already, but let's go into it some more, right? Behold, on the day of your fast, you find your desire and oppress all your workers. Okay? So this can't apply to a lot of us because we don't have employees, but it does apply to us because the same thing that's being said to the leaders is the same thing that is happening with the people of the covenant. That's not within the leadership office. We're doing the same thing. It says, why have we humbled ourselves and you do not notice? Why are they saying this? 2 Chronicles 7:14. Remember, Kings and Chronicles is in the time of Isaiah. And he said, humble yourselves. Right? Humble yourselves. That was the first thing. So they're saying, you don't see us. You do not notice us. We are humbling ourselves. Look at us. We're fasting. Look at us. We are remembering all the things that we have done, and we are telling people to contact us if we have done wrong. Nothing wrong with that. But if we are doing that every year, then what are we improving on? What are we improving on? If we're doing the same things to everyone, then are we truly taking this path seriously? And or are we truly taking even Yom HaKippurim seriously? Let's keep going. It says, behold, you fast for contention and strife. How many of us weaponize the scripture with those individuals that's not on our level? How many of us weaponize the scripture when we bringing it to people and we're trying to battle them and debate them? And then we use this very chapter I'm going to go back to verse 4. We use this very chapter right here. Cry aloud, spare not. But then it's telling you right here in verse 4, behold, you fast for contention and strife, and to strike with a wicked fist. The Most High don't want anyone to perish. Many of us are not what we believe prophets to be. A lot of us are not prophets. Some of you are. But a righteous prophet knows how to approach. A righteous prophet or a righteous man or woman of the Most High knows how to approach and make sure that we are good. During this past Yom Shalishi, before Shemuel went before the people as he was departing, he asked them, have I done this? Have I done this? Have I done this? These 3 things or 4 things he asked, it was in relation to the scripture, to the commands that the Most High gave according to how to treat someone else. And the people told him, no. He said, let this be a witness, what you're saying, and let it be before the Most High as a witness that you're saying. And so now when I bring this to you, I'm able to bring it to you blamelessly. That is the purpose of what Shemuel did. A lot of us aren't bringing things to people on social media or anywhere blamelessly. Why? Because we don't believe anyone could be blameless. But see, it says in Isaiah 58, the favorite chapter that most of us use on Yom HaKippurim. People gonna leave on what I'm saying. Behold, you fast for contention and strife, and to strike with a wicked fist. Do not fast like you have done today to make your voice heard on high. Is it a fast like this that I choose? A day for a person to humble himself? Is it for bowing one's head like a reed and for spreading out sackcloth and ashes as a bed? Will you call this a fast? Even an acceptable day to Yah? These are questions. Let me make this clear. It's nothing wrong with Yom HaKippurim. It's nothing wrong with doing even some of the things that we all are doing. Reaching out to people or telling them to reach out to us. There's nothing wrong with those things. But if your fast stops there and the rest of the year we're not operating what we're about to read right now, then this fast means nothing. This Yom HaKippurim means nothing. If we're not going to shift, we're doing the same thing that the Christian church fathers has taught Christianity. We have to do better than a tradition. Traditions are good. It builds character. It builds consistency. So traditions are good, but it's how you operate with it. It's how you view that tradition. It's how seriously you take that tradition inwardly, right? Sincerely and faithfully. Because the faithfulness, the consistency will cause you to understand the true importance of it. So when we're reading verse 1, cry aloud, spare not, we have to read all of this too. Is this not the fast that I choose? Now we're getting to the meat. Some of you know this already. Most of you know this already. Most of y'all have read this verse, this whole chapter every year, depending on how long you've been in the what we call the truth. 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 30 years. Some of us been in it for 25 years, and we still do not have the basics of how we're supposed to be with one another. We still don't have the basics. We still causing strife amongst the people. We're still trying to manipulate one another, harm one another, talk bad about one another. Don't help nobody that's poor. Those things is most important to the Most High according to our literature. And that's what we're getting into. So the people that use Isaiah 58:1, I'm encouraging you and suggesting and saying this very thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to have balance. A balance is a false balance is an abomination to the Most High. So if we read Isaiah 58:1, we need to go down and read Isaiah 58:6. Is this not the fast that I choose, to release the bonds of wickedness, to undo the ropes of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free and break every yoke. Is it not to break your bread? Is it not to break your bread with the hungry? How many of us are doing that? Before we can go out and debate and argue, when many of us are not even equipped like we believe ourselves to be. That's not a shot. That's encouragement to make sure you have it down, whatever you're presenting. Because we're beginning to be the same way that we claim the Christian church is. But it says, is it not to break your bread, your food, what you have with the hungry? Yeah, that's in the law. That's in Torah. And bring the homeless poor into the house. Are we doing these things? Are we attempting to do these things? Is this what we teach about? Do we teach about debating and going into so many doctrines? Do we see most of our leaders, or most of you that's not in office of leadership, do we see most people teaching this? If we're not teaching this, then how can we continue every year? Shalom, shalom, Adon. How can we continue every year to say the same thing? It's a tradition to us now. It's not important. It's just something within us. It's kind of like when atheists, right? Atheists, they don't believe in what people call God. But they'll say real quick, Jesus. They don't believe in Jesus. None of that stuff. But they say it because why? It's just in them. It was in them since the beginning, and they can't let it go. So a lot of us are in this path. And the Moedim is starting to become just a tradition. We're not keeping the Torah, y'all. If you are talking about who you claim your brother is or your sister is behind their back, not coming before them with solutions, not trying to sit down with them, not really liking them, but you in their face, then you're not keeping Torah. We're not keeping it, but yet we're keeping these Moedim as a tradition. So this is, again, it's important for us to keep these things. I have nothing against it. If I had something against it, I'm not keeping Torah. But a false balance is abomination. So let's keep going. When you see the naked, to cover him. How many of us walk past homeless people that's in this truth? How many of us make time to go out there? How many of us do that? How many of us, if we do that, how many of us, if we do that, we don't even try to push our doctrine or ideology or theology on them? We're just there for them. These are things we got to consider and think about, and not to hide yourself from your own flesh. Then your light will break out like the dawn, and your recovery will spring up quickly, and your righteousness will go before you. Your righteousness will go before you. So your righteousness is not before you when you're just what we call fasting and just doing it as a tradition. Your righteousness go before you when you begin to actually keep the Torah as it pertains to how you treat one another, those that are poor in spirit, poor in finances. If you're able to, what it say? Break your bread. It says your bread with the hungry. And then at that point, when you call on the Most High, now the Most High begins to hear you, right? I'm not trying to stay in scripture. I just wanted to bring that out, especially for those of us that go to that chapter. I'm just trying to provoke thought. The main thing I want us to think about on this day, because a lot of you are doing Yom HaKippurim, or keeping it. Some of you are doing Chag HaSukkot right now. Is to let's not just let it be a repetitive tradition. Let's truly learn to treat each other how the Torah is instructing us. And if you can't do it from a standpoint of somebody that you're around, then part your ways with them. Still love them as what you may call them, as a brother or a sister. But part ways and focus your mind on serving the Most High and the people that you are going around to serve. Stay busy and saturated in things in righteousness, then you won't have to think about those men or women that you just can't stand, because now you're investing and saturating your entire time throughout the day in true righteousness, in studies, in building, in helping. These are the things that we need to be thinking about in Yom HaKippurim. It shouldn't only be thinking about what I did wrong for the year, or making sure the wrong is not as much as the year before. Those are important, but are you continuing to do the same thing that you did the year before, but now you're just doing it less? I'm doing the same thing that I did the year before towards people. I'm just doing it less, but you're still doing it. Some will say, well, that's still improvement. I won't argue you with that, but if you don't focus on the core, the root of what it is that's causing you or us to do it, then you're going to continue to do it. We have to get to the point that we understand that the Most High wants us to be blameless. The Most High believes that we can be blameless. Once we get to that point, then this continuation of how we're treating one another will more than likely die down. So with that, I yield you all. I wasn't here to be long. I just wanted to give you a few minutes of, because there's a lot of places we can go, but this wasn't that. I just wanted to encourage you and just give you provoke thought and change as to the Moedim, more specifically the Moed Yom HaKippurim, and how it relates to you're fasting, but you're fasting for towards a certain goal. You're trying to remove that sin that's within you, that's within us. Pinpoint what it is. Pinpoint what you know it is. Are you someone that gossip a lot? Just can't help yourself but to talk about somebody? Focus on that. Don't focus on nobody else. Focus on that. That's one of the biggest things. Our tongue is one of the biggest things that leads to what people call sin. How we move, how we speak, I should say, and what we think. And with that, I yield, you all. May the Most High bless and guard you. If you have any questions, any comments, please put it in the chat. You can email us at houseofbalance12@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of your Moedim. I pray that the Most High blesses and guards each and one of you all that are focusing on righteousness, that are focusing on being righteous towards his people and being righteous for the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Kabod Lamelech Ha'elyon. Shalom, shalom.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I see a dream, that dream is green, and I don't mean material things. Freedom to the land, child, woman, and man. As we take up for what we stand, better days and better nights, as we stand and unite, we're one and the same. Why is it so hard not to point and to blame? Better sheet, get our houses in order and we'll see the peace. There are steps that we must take if we want to see.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America. us. The peace rose for the sake of us.
The sake of us, the
I
sake
see
of us.
my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. No more failing, telling, being beneath. What a beautiful moment, and a sight I can't wait to see. Even if I miss it, at least I wasn't part of the mission. Changing lives of men, women, and children. All glory goes to He that causes us all to be. Oh, and if they're thinking we can, we show them that just as long as we stand, a monument. We the people can't be broken as long as we stay focused. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. For the sake of us. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. I see my